What's going on, everybody? This is Clavens with Equal Trades checking in with y'all. First of all, Happy New Year, Happy 2022 to everyone who's been blessed enough to make it into the new year. So one of the number one things, especially entrepreneurs are going to be focusing on this year is growth, right? Everyone has goals. Everyone wants to achieve something by the end of this year, and everybody wants to ensure where they started is not where we are finishing. And so that's what I want to check in with you guys. For this year, one of the number one things we have to focus on, if you somebody who's been doing it, then that's great for you. And if you're somebody who hasn't been doing it and you plan on growing, you absolutely need to set goals. You have to write down your goals. And so one of the things that we're going to focus on this year is ensuring that we learn how to properly set effective goals. Not only set effective goals, but we're also going to ensure that we achieve our goals. And so for people who's had goals in the previous years, it's kind of been difficult. If you see people start at the beginning of the year and then sometimes throughout the year they kind of fall off. And so that's what we're gonna break down really quickly. We're gonna look at this just this thing that we set up to ensure that we're setting effective goals, and then two, to ensure that we achieve the goals that we have. And so let's just jump right into it, man. So one of the number one things when it comes to success, right, like I said, is you set goals. But what does it look like to actually set a goal that works, a goal that ensures that you are gonna actually hit that goal? A lot of people, when we set goals, we don't really know how to set it because we are setting goals that are very broad. And so because the goals is very broad, we don't have something specific to work towards. And so that makes it a little bit more difficult to stay consistent with chasing and following after that goal. And so one of the number one things when it comes to setting goals is you have to be specific. Set a specific goals. A lot of you guys this year is, one of your goals is going to be to grow financially. And so what does that look like? Put a number to it. So if you have a goal to save $12,000 by the end of the year, right? One, that's already specific. That's the number one thing. You have a number. And number two, you want to ensure that you have a timeline that you're following for that goal. So in this case, we say that we want to save $12,000 by the end of the year. And so that gives you a timeline for you to actually make sure every day counts, that you're working towards that goal every single day to ensure that, by the time the end of the year comes, you actually achieve that goal. And number three, it is absolutely necessary that we come up with a plan and we stick to that plan every single day to ensure that by the end of the year, by the time the deadline comes, that we have achieved that goal, that we were on the track and staying on course to get to where we want to be. So what does that look like? Well, one, we already decided our goal. We have the set amount of numbers, $12,000 for the end of the year. So that's pretty much, you need to save $1,000 every month. There's 12 months in a year, and your goal is to save $12,000. That means you absolutely have to save $1,000 every month. That is the first part of your plan. And then you break that down to something even smaller, something even more accurate. And so now you might break it down to, well, a month, I know I need to save $1,000 a month. Well, in a month, how many weeks is there in a month? There's usually about 4 weeks in a month, right? So that means every week, you break that month down, divided by 4 weeks. Every week, you're gonna have to be saving $250. And now, you see how this goal is being broken down to something more and more accurate. And now you no longer just have a big goal at the end of the year you want to achieve, but you have a metric that you're following that is ensuring that for the more day-to-day type of thing, type of lifestyle, that itself, if I follow this, is gonna be the equivalent to this much by the end of the year. And so we've broken it down to how much you need to save a week. Well, if you take it, you can break it down even farther. If you break $250 and you divide that by 5, a 5-day working period, now that tells you need to save $50 every single day. So now you go from $12,000. So now you have a daily goal of $50, a weekly goal of $250, and a monthly goal of $1,000. And that itself is how you come up with a plan to ensure that you hit your financial goals. And you can take the same mentality, the same mindset, and apply it to any other goals that you have. It follows through with everything else. If your goal is, if you have fitness goals, if you want to hit a certain weight, it's the same thing. You come up with something specific. you have a number in mind of, you know, the amount of weight you want to lose, the amount of weight you want to gain, the timeline you want to do it. If you want to do it in 3 months, 6 months, and then you come up with a plan on exactly how you plan on getting there. And so I just wanted to check in with you guys, share this knowledge with you, especially it's the beginning of the year, and I know everyone is excited for the new opportunities, the new blessings they have, and everybody have goals, they want to achieve them. And so I just wanted to do my part on just giving you the knowledge to make sure that this year is different from last year, whereas if you did not hit your goal last year, because this year you have a metric where it's very simple to follow that's gonna actually ensure that by the end of the year, when December 31st gets here, you hit your goals and you cross a line, that success line. We've been blessed with a whole new year, so we absolutely must prepare and take advantage of every single day that we get in 2022. And those people who make the most of every advantage that they've been blessed with are those who prepared ahead of time. So make sure you're doing your part in preparing. So bless you guys. I will definitely catch you. If you guys enjoy the content that I'm providing in this channel, you know, also with my Instagram, link will be in the description. Please, you know, drop a like or subscribe, and we will continue to carry this on throughout the entire year. You guys take care. Bless up. I'll catch you next time.